guys, it's February 7th, 2023, 9:26 in the morning, 4 minutes before the market opens, and I'm here finishing up my watch list. So to begin with, if you want to learn more about day trading, check out our website. It's called eCourse Unlock, and in that website you will see the link to my book that is already available in Amazon. It's a good way to start to learn on how to day trade for a living. We do have the courses that are offered. Current course that is offered is Day Trading Unlock, and if you click the link there, you will be directed to the Day Trading Unlock course syllabus. And with that course syllabus, you'll see the services. I do post there a weekly recap as well, and it is consisting of more than 35 hours of learning, and we are adding weekly, so the learning never stops. So if you want to check that one out, just go to ecourseunlock.com, and if you do have questions, please feel free to email me. My email is mary@ecourseunlock.com. And with that, let's begin with our watch list. So I was actually trading at the pre-market today. I already made 3,382 trading Mullen. MULN was one of my swing trade. So I swing this. My entry was at 0.37. We are seeing some pullback there, so I just closed my position. So for now, the watch list that I am looking at are the following. There's not a lot of conviction that the market is going to be ripping higher today. We do have some news yesterday as well, and investors are being on the cautious side and being on the sidelines. So it's 9:28, 2 minutes before the market opens. So to begin with, let's look at the SPY. SPY is, what is the SPY doing? We have a pullback right there for the daily. And for the 5 minutes, let's look at the 15 minutes so we get to do our levels quickly here. So Baidu is very nice. It is a gap up. Baidu's price was in that range when it was back in March too. So that's a pretty good price for Baidu. So I'll put in my levels, pre-market low here. So this is a gap up list, pre-market high there. Since it is not above or high, that pre-market high, this is not a good opening range breakout. OSH is 1.4 million. This is a float of 117 million. So this one right here, not a lot of volume yet, but we will wait for that. So that is the level for OSH. I do have 30 seconds left. So I will just finish up this list and just see what the market is giving. So that is OSH. Next is CCL. CCL is almost on that consolidation. I do have Baidu already, KRX. This is a low float stock, 8 million, very low float, 1.5 million only. So here is the market open. And then for the gap down list, what I'm watching is Blink. Blink is a good gap down, 1.7 million. And asset here is, let's see, float is 40. Not a lot of good conviction here. And then I do have Chegg. Chegg is, float is 1.12 million. 1.6 million is the current price or the current volume. So the market is already open here. Hello traders, it's February 7th and market is officially closed, and I'm here to do a market recap. So for today, market was very volatile. To begin with, let's look at what the SPY did today. So we had a very good move of the market today, just because at the open, SPY was just flat, rip higher, and at around 12:30, that's the time that we had a news from Powell, and that news is all about having Fed Chair Powell says this inflationary process has begun in the U.S. economy. So with that, he had a question and answer at around this time that had just make the market so volatile that for day traders, this is one of the day that is the best trading day, because you can see an upswing, a downswing, and another upswing there. And with other stocks that is trading like a SPY, you can certainly be able to capitalize on those. So for me, I traded a couple of stocks today. To begin with, I traded Mullen. So Mullen, this one, I closed my position at the pre-market. The Mullen trade that I did is not a day trade, but a swing trade. So before the market opened, I already closed my position there. And for the Mullen trade that I did, so my entry here was 0.37. So it moved all the way to 0.42 is the time that I unloaded. The reason why I unloaded that time is I entered it at when it is trending higher, but then we see a pullback right here. So that pullback right there, I close my position. I am willing to have another stab on this stock if it is gonna be trading around 37 as well, and at that time I can rip, or I can have this rip higher or trade it to the long side. So I like that as a swing trade, just because I do think that Mullen has the potential to be a good investment in the future as well, just because this stock right here, I have been analyzing the stock and have been looking at the fundamentals. So it looks like another EV company. They do have a bunch of cars that are, having some momentum as well in the market. So initially, 2 days ago, they have this partnership with LAX that they will start to have this pilot trial to use this van in LAX. And this is part of their car lineup, the Mulan 5. They do have this one. They do have a couple of lineup as well, like Bollinger Motors. They do have the Dragonfly. So I like how their cars looks like, but I think it needs to do more fundamentally and needs to get some traction from the investors before this one can shoot up. But this one is still on that penny land stock. It used to be trading all the way to around, let's see here, $17, but the company did have to dilute a lot of shares. That's their way of getting more funds so they can fund their projects, which is very bullish if you're an investor. But that's why I am gonna be taking a stab on this one a couple of times. But with that, I closed my position and I got a 3K from that. And the next trade that I did was CCL. CCL, I got a red trade here, 198. I was having a very tight stop loss. When I saw this one having that reversal, V reversal, I thought that this is going to rip higher once it is on that R4, which is that Camarilla pivot point right there. So thought process is it can have the potential to bounce up, and I took it long, but I got stop out right there. So that is the CCL trade. And then the next trade is Baidu. Baidu, I needed to take a couple of studs here. I took it to the long, to the short side, but to the short side, I was able to get just like 674 here. And to the long side, I got a red of 257. So a couple of stabs in Baidu, and even before the market closed right here, was able to get that move, but very tiny to the shorting it. But since it's a high price stock, it is moving. So it moved today from 154 all the way to 160. So it moves around $6. I got chopped right here. So with that, I only have 674 to the short side and a red of 257 to this one is to the long side. And then next one is, I actually was switching back and forth with my montage because I was in the Mullen trade, that swing trade, kind of messed up my montage here just because I was closing my swing and didn't notice that the account that I was in initially was that demo. So that demo right here, part of this was some demo account there. And later did I find out that since I was in the demo there, then I will switch to the margin or to this account. And yeah, was able to have 4,400 for the day. So the next one is BBBY. BBBY, I took this one to the long side. This one is a gap down, but there's a big gap down right here. The daily, it was a mover yesterday, was not able to trade yesterday, so I was expecting a bounce. I do have a level right here, and this is the, if I turn on my pre-market and post-market data, that level right here is the pre-market low. So as soon as I saw that it is bouncing off of that pre-market low, I took this to the long side. So started a small position, added to my position, added, building up to my position there, and trading my stop, and it was all out at the VWAP. And after it was all out there, it just flushed. So was able to get 327 for that. The next one is the Amazon trade. Amazon trade, I took this one to the short side as well as to the long side. So first to the long side, I saw a potential for a reversal here. So it had been going lower low, lower high. So thought process is if it breaks the body of this candlestick, then I will go long. So I went long, added to my position, partial and trailing my stop and moving my stop loss above my entry. So I got stop out here, and that trade right there got me to the long side of 178 because very small position. And then for the short side, what I saw here was it is trying to test the body of this, almost the high of the day, and we do have a level there, the S3 in the Camarilla pivot point. When I saw that it trying to test that, had that rejection there, I went long on this, but a bit premature on the entry because the entry should have been on the next candlestick, but I was anticipating a rejection there, and sure enough I got stopped out there. So I re-entered because the thesis is still valid, re-entered, and then I do find a level right there. So once I re-entered here, I started to partial here, was not able to capture all the move, but that little bit of a move is good enough, got me 361 with that. So with the trade that I did today, had a couple of small stabs and was able to have 5 green trades and 2 red trades. So still above 60% accuracy in the thing that was the less stressful trade is the swing trade, MULN. So with that, I hope you had a green trading day, and I'll see you at the next one. Thank you for watching.